Whiff and Scruff are waste dump tank engines. Their favorite job was collecting empty waste trucks and fill them up with rubbish. And one day, the two friends were excited to showcase their new recycling gimmick. All right, everybody, hurry, 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 step right up, step right up. Our company has been authorized that we request to you to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And if you act now, we'll keep planet Earth nice and healthy. Quickly, then I can say, come on, Whiff, let's get scrunching. Ha ha! Hello, Gordon. Care to reduce, reuse, and recycle? Not in a million years. Well, that didn't work out. Don't worry, Scruff. Hopefully somebody will get our attention. Why, good morning, Henry. Care to participate?
Sorry, fellas, but I've got more flying kipper deliveries to make. Keep up the good work.
Oh, pardon me, James, but how's about a little helping from our new recycling gimmick?
Do I look like a grubby tank engine to you?
It seemed that no matter how hard the waste dump engines tried to convince others, it was no good. Whiff and Scruff were just about to give up when suddenly...
Hello, Whiff, Scruff. Hey, I see that you're starting something new. Perhaps a new recycling business. But that's one way to keep planet Earth nice and clean.
Yeah, but with a duo, we can only convince one engine at a time.
And if we don't do something very quickly, this place will be a mess.
Well, I sure do love to stay and help, but I'll be back after my branch line run. Cheerio.
It was a lovely day, but Thomas was worried.
I sure do wish there was something I could do to help Whiff and Scruff,
he said. His driver laughed. You silly tank engine, you're being useful in your own way, and that's working on the railway.
Well, there's that,
said Thomas.
Actually, what I meant was, I wonder if there is something I could do to keep Whiff and Scruff's new recycling corporation afloat. I mean, we cannot leave everything a mess across the island. It'd be undignifying, like Gordon said. You know, I'll think about that much later.
Later that day, Thomas was at Farquhar's sheds. He was pondering to himself about how he can solve the whole problem when he heard a whistle. Afternoon, Thomas. Say, you're looking glum today.
Oh, hello there, Edward. I was just, thinking. Because you see, Whiff and Scruff seem to be having a bit of a problem convincing the other engines to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Do you think you know the answer, Edward?
Well, I was going to put away this train full of party decorations, along with a few tablecloths and paint pots. The red ones, of course, being for James. Yes, sir, Thomas, my lad. He sure does love that scarlet red hue more than anyone.
Why, that's perfect. I could surely use those paint pots and banners and make multiple advertisements and get people's attention. Thank you very much, Edward.
No problem, Thomas. That's what friends are for.
Okay, fellas, have I got a deal for you?
After a hard day's work, Thomas was ready for a well-deserved relaxation at Tidmouth's sheds. When Thomas arrived, the other engines, such as Gordon, James, and Henry, couldn't believe their eyes at what he, Whiff, and Scruff have just collected.
Well, how do you like that? They were telling the truth. Wouldn't you agree, Henry, my dear engine? Positively, Gordon.
Well, I, for one, am surely glad that it wasn't rubbish this time. All that grime and filth would certainly ruin the image of yours truly.
Well, it may be different, smiled Thomas, but that's not gonna stop us from keeping planet Earth nice and healthy with the help of teamwork.
Now look what you've done. I told you not to drive so...
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
А ты хочешь попасть в лучшие развлекательные парки Европы? Найди пачку серых M&M's, и ты уже там. Серого найдешь, в Европу попадешь. А еще ты можешь выиграть мобильный. Подробности ищи на пачке.
Sumo bumper bumpers! Sumo bumper bumpers! Bop, bop, bop! Sumo bumper bumpers! Bop, bop, bop! More fun than bumper cars! Bump, 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 bang, bang! Sumo bumper bumpers! Bop, bop, bop! Sumo bumper bumpers! Bop, bop, bop! Bumping, laughing, bopping, fun! Bang, bang, bop, bop, boom, boom! Sumo bumper bumpers! Bop, bop, bop! New Sumo bumper bumpers! More fun than bump cars by Big Time Toys.
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer batteries keep going.
The Sanderson witches are flying into town. We're home. They're here to have some fun and practice a little witchcraft. If they could only get it right.
She did it!
Hocus Pocus from Walt Disney Home Video, rated PG.
On the island of Sodor, there are lots of different engines that do lots of different jobs, from passenger trains to goods trains to even Henry the Green Engine pulling his favorite train of all, the Flying Kipper. And one day, Henry was idling at Brendam Docks waiting for his next train when Percy arrived.
Good morning, Cranky. What's up?
Oh, you know, just collecting rubbish from the sea.
Litter bugs. Let me tell you something, kid. They go through all this trouble to make a huge mess across the island of Sodor.
Huh. So it's like fishing for rubbish instead of, well, fish. If only I could remember the time when Thomas went fishing, but I didn't hear all about the story quite clearly as I remember.
Yeah. But at the very least, we can all learn from our mistakes afterwards. Good point.
Hey, I think I caught something. Come on, you.
Well, bust my boiler, Cranky, squeaked Percy. I never knew you had that much strength to lift an old sailing ship from the bottom of the ocean. Not to mention that if this thing was infested with ghost pirates, oh boy, would it make my wheels wobble to think of it.
Har! Indeed, me hearty. Why, this thing was first built around the 1500s. Me driver told me all about it through one of his history books. They say that there was this one buccaneer who was so determined to look for the rarest treasure chest filled to the brim with gold. Yes, sir, the crew looked everywhere for that gold, though as years went by, the old sailing vessel's flotation would start to deteriorate, and thus was never seen again. Until today, that is.
Wow. Hey, Salty, do you think I can keep this thing?
Well, I don't see why not. Well, I better get back to work. Enjoy your new claim as Captain, Percy.
Don't worry, Salty. I will. Why, just think about what we can do with this thing, Henry. Perhaps with a few upgrades, this thing should be sent to a museum. Wouldn't you think so?
But Henry can only snort. What? That hunk of rubbish? I don't think so.
Excuse me?
Look, Percy, I get that, okay? You want to give the old captain's sailing vessel a good tuning up. I get that. However, that thing's like 5 centuries old plus 1. Why, it might as well be sent over to be scrapped.
Oh, a spoiled sport, huh? Look, I'll prove to you that I can get this captain's ship mended in a jiffy. Now you just watch me.
Oh, yeah? Well, prove it, said Henry.
All right, then, said Cheeky Percy. I will. Now, who does that silly tender engine think he is?
Oh, you cannot fix that sailing vessel from the 15th century.
I'll show him. I'll show him.
When Percy arrived to Knapford Station, the Fat Controller was standing on the platform.
Afternoon, Percy. What can I do for you?
Oh, you're not gonna believe this. When I came to Brendam Docks, Cranky the Crane had just fished out a huge pirate ship, and I was wondering if we can take it over to a museum. Sir, do you think you have the answer to that?
A museum, you say? This, of course, gave the Fat Controller an idea. Later that day, when Percy arrived at the station, a group of workmen were waiting, and so was the Fat Controller. He had taken off his hat and coat and was wearing overalls and a hard hat.
At last, Percy took the Fat Controller's workmen over to the timber mill, where they would turn old trees into furniture and other things. And there was the old sailing vessel, sitting on the ground and awaiting its mended features. Soon everything was ready. The workmen got their tools prepared, Trevor and Terrence collected all of the logs as they could, and even the Fat Controller watched on, instructing the workmen how to fix the boat properly.
Henry is going to be quite astonished when he sees this.
Right, so Anytime you want to switch the points, that'll be real peaches and cream. No can do, old pal. The switches have failed, and I cannot switch them back for you, Henry. No worries. We'll get the points mended in a jiffy. Just you wait and see. So, for the time being, all Henry could do was watch the other engines passing by with their trains as they please. Eventually, Henry began to grow bored and was looking forward to a well-deserved drive back to the yards when he heard another engine's whistle. There was Percy chuffing by with his completed project, all while leaving a surprised Henry behind. The next day, Henry was looking forward to another important delivery to make when he came to a stop outside Edward's station. Hello, Henry. What's up? Oh, Edward. Hello. Well, you see, I just saw Percy carrying what looks like the old pirate ship from Brendam Docks. Have you seen him? Actually, yes, smiled Edward. He did explain to me at one point that he wanted to take it over to a museum for the sake of historical significance. Why not take a good look for yourself? Hello there. Hello. So, how do you like my new project? Quite improved, don't you think? Why, I had no idea. Why, I should have never doubted you for a second. Hey, Percy, I'm very sorry about what I said yesterday. Can you ever forgive me? Of course. Now, what do you say we take this new and improved sailing vessel over to the museum?
With Take Care of Me twins, this is my day. Busy feeding two babies who seem okay, but this one is drooling, does your tummy hurt? Oh, excuse me, did you just drool on my shirt? With new little twins, there's so much to do. Uh-oh, is that a runny nose I see? Thanks very much, was that one for me? Take care of me twins, keep me on the run, but caring for twins is so much more fun.
Take Care of Me twins, batteries not included. It's a grand toy.
I don't know what to do with them. Do you? I don't know what to do with them either. You?
No idea what to do with them.
So many free movies, you won't know what to do with them. Sign up today for Comcast Digital Cable with On Demand and you'll get this amazing offer. You'll get over 250 free movies that are ready to watch when you are. Just call 1-888-COMCAST. Comcast Digital Cable with On Demand. It's Comcast.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
How much for this Revlon shampoo?
Everything in the store is $1.
Wow.
Believe it. Everything's $1 at Dollar Tree. Are you new? No.
How much are these Panasonic batteries?
$1.
Oh, that boggles my mind.
How much is this? $1. Seriously? Seriously. Bottom line. Bottom line, it's $1.
How much for this Play-Doh? Excuse, sir. It was me.
How much is this?
How much is it?
At Dollar Tree, there's no need to ask how much.
Everything in the store is $1. Believe it.
Broccoli, $1.79 on debit card.
Casserole, anyone?
Tuna, $3.59. Crescent rolls, $2.39. Getting everyone together for dinner,
You certainly are in a pickle.
priceless. There are some things money can't buy.
I'm stuffed to the gills.
For everything else, there's debit MasterCard. Accepted at your favorite supermarket.
Valentine's Day was coming to the island of Sodor, and the engines were making some quick deliveries in preparation for the Day of Love. One day, James was at the yard taking on a large supply of coal. Just then, Molly showed up to announce the big news.
Morning, Molly.
Morning, James. Happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you. Wait, what do you mean by that?
Why, don't you remember, James? It's today, the Day of Love. The day that Cupid shoots his love arrows into the air and that everybody gets together in romantic fashion. Well, at least only once a year.
Oh, sorry, Molly. I wasn't aware that it was today. I guess time really does seem to fly like an eagle.
Hey, that's okay. It happens. Say, how would you like to be my Valentine?
Well, when you put it that way, of course.
Splendid. Then we meet at Tidmouth Sheds tonight.
Tonight?
Indeed. Well, got a passenger train to run. Cheerio.
Later that day, Boko the diesel engine was waiting patiently at Vickerstown Station when he heard James's whistle. Hey, what's up, James? You don't seem very happy today.
Hello there, Boko. Well, Valentine's Day has come to Sodor, and I'm not sure what to give to Molly this year, and I must think of something quickly. Suppose you have the answer to that, Boko?
I don't think so. But maybe Thomas and Percy have the answer. Look.
It's quite true, you see. Every year, me and Percy can campus from house to house and to station, carrying parcels, love letters, and even a box of chocolates. Not only that, but I think you'll be in luck today. Most of the love letters are for, Molly. Oh, that's marvelous. Say, Percy, you won't mind if I borrowed one of your mail trucks, eh? Well, seeing as how it's Valentine's Day, I don't see why not. Splendid. Right, what else can I bring to Molly for this year?
So James thought for a bit until he had an idea. Soon Molly was making her way to Tidmouth Sheds. As she drew closer, she couldn't believe her eyes. There was James with the Valentine's Day gifts that he had collected just for her.
Well, everybody, another hard day's work has come to a close until tomorrow.
Yep, I suppose you're right, Gordon. As for me, well, I'll be glad to be home soon. I must be looking forward to a nice long sleep after delivering passengers and freight work. Now there's a couple who are enjoying their evening. Wouldn't you say so?
Indeed, Edward. Stunning, though the only thing in my mind is, where are we supposed to sleep tonight? Honestly, I've heard of holiday traditions year by year, but this is ridiculous.
Maybe so from your perspective, yes. But you know, there are other sheds on the island that we can go and rest for the evening, either due to natural circumstances or on special occasions.
Yeah, and I heard that Vickerstown wouldn't be so bad. Perhaps your old cousin Spencer might be there. Oh, the indignity.